Welcome to Manchester. Today I'm going to take you on a little adventure. We're going to explore Chinatown. I'm going to grab some supplies for Chinese New Year. And later we're going to go to a really cool event at Manchester Museum celebrating Chinese New Year. Okay, let's rewind a little bit. It's now 1 hour earlier and I'm here at Liverpool Limestreet station and about to catch my train to Manchester. One thing I really like about the station is how open it feels. It's very European. Like normally in most UK train stations you have everything is like boarded up with gates, but here most of the platforms you can actually walk around a little bit. Okay, my train is arriving. Let's get onto the train. Looks like this train isn't really busy today. I have found an entire table all for myself. I really love long train rides. There is something super relaxing for me looking out of the window and seeing like the landscape fly by. To me, this is like the perfect time to do some deep thinking and planning. I can't help it, but there is something about Manchester that makes it really special, and I'm always super excited when I make my way here. It just has like this fascinating mix of old industrial building and then modern skyscrapers and everything like coexisting in harmony. And I still remember like the first time I came to Manchester. It was the first Vivid Talks event that I organized outside of London. And the moment I arrived, I was blown away by the beauty of the city. It was just a perfect day. Everyone was like having a good time and everyone was like super friendly. Okay, enough fanboying. I think it's time for me to get off the train. Wow, look at this. What a lovely sunny day. This isn't a good omen of good things to come today. I don't know what is. But first, let's take a little detour over to Mayfield Park. It's just a short walk near the station. I've never been here before, but it looks super nice on Google Maps. Wow, look at this. This is really nice. This looks like the perfect place to hang out in summer and have a nice picnic. Look at this beautiful sculpture by Kelly Ma. Manchester is just so vibrant and full of colors. Look at this really cool magnet. Or here is another interesting sculpture. If anyone knows who created this, please let me know in the comments. Look over here, the famous Manchester Bee. Oh look, we finally arrived in Chinatown. What's super interesting about Manchester is that it actually has the second largest Chinatown in the UK after London. It was created in the early 20th century with the arrival of Chinese immigrants, many of them from Hong Kong. They established businesses, restaurants, community centers, and created this vibrant area that we see today. It's a really important part of Manchester's history and culture. Look at this magnificent arch. For a very long time, it was actually the largest arch in the entirety of the UK. It was finished in 1987, almost 40 years ago. All the materials that were imported from China, and it's definitely one of the most iconic landmarks in Manchester. If you ever come to Manchester, you definitely have to see this arch. We made it, and the first stop I'm going to take you is the store on the other side. Let me show you around. It's one of my favorite stores, the Tila Art Craft Gallery. So let's cross the road and take a look inside. We have some beautiful vases, candles, craft and art supplies, wooden toys, essential oil lamps, some more vases. We have lanterns. Here we have a beautiful collection of money cats. A lot of store owners would put something like this right at the front door to invite the money in so more customers come and the store makes good profit. These are really cool. These are for your keychain. I'm gonna get myself something really cool later. Here we have some stickers, hairpin section, beautiful painting, more good luck charms. Those one look perfect if you wanna attract money. Here we have different minerals and stones. These are some very traditional decorations that you would hang up on Chinese New Year. We have some cool calendars. A lot of people hang them up on Chinese New Year, but they never hang them down and then just continue using them. Some are very generic, some are year of the so-and-so specific. Now this is the ultimate money cat. If you really need that cash flow, then you want to have this on your desk. Some more decoration for Chinese New Year. These are red envelopes. What you would do is you would put a little bit of money into each envelope and then give this as a gift. Some more toys. There's some really cool money trees. Some more decorations and hangers. Beautiful jade sculptures. Here we have some really cool accessoires for your keychain. I think I'm gonna get myself a cat later. Cool kitten. We have some necklaces with the Chinese zodiacs inside. So let me show you what I got. See this? So I got this little good luck charm for my keychain. Okay, next step. I want to show you two different supermarkets in Chinatown. First, I'm going to show you a really modern supermarket, and then I'm going to show you a little bit more traditional one. So the first supermarket I'm going to show you is this one over here. It's called the Blue Whale, and it's one of the new generation of supermarkets. So what makes this supermarket modern? This is more focused on the busy student who doesn't really have time to cook. So you find a lot of like pre-packaged items, ready to eat meals, things you can throw into your microwave, or boxes of snacks. Everything is very colorful and bright. The store layout looks more like a European supermarket. The aisles are very wide, gives enough space for people to walk through. You get a lot of frozen food, which is actually quite good. But you can also buy some fresh fruits if you want to. This is one of the smaller traditional supermarkets. The traditional supermarkets are more suitable, like if you want to cook yourself, like, and get all the raw ingredients. So this one is definitely not built for people as tall as me. I mean, it's okay to walk here. But over here on the left side, this is an art form by itself. Navigating here. Street.
Oh, you got a red lid. Okay, red lid. It's a red lid now. She's going to sit too.
Okay, I got myself a little snack, that's Himalayan salt, which is sounds weird. It's sweet, salty, and has lemon and ginger flavor, but they're like really amazing. You should definitely try one. Before we head to the museum, I want to have a quick stop at the Wong bakery. It's a really cool bakery, and I really highly recommend that you check it out if you're in Manchester. Now, as you can see, during Chinese New Year, there is a ton of decorations that you can buy. It's very similar to the Tila Art Gallery, but they also have costumes and a different selection of really cool red envelopes. Here's some of the typical sweet buns that you can buy. They're often filled with like some like red bean paste, but you can also get some with like lotus paste or peanut filling, or sesame paste, or my all-time favorite, pandan. You can also get some really fancy cakes if you like to. Here's a really cool dragon. Okay, now let's head over to the city center and have a look around. It's just like a 2-minute walk. The Manchester Central Library. And as you can see, there is all of those really cool lanterns everywhere in the city center. It's really cool. Like you can walk around everywhere and everything is covered in red. This just shows how deeply the Chinese culture has been integrated into Manchester over the decades. And this is something I really like about Manchester, and also like Liverpool is very similar in that regard. Okay, let's head over to the Manchester Museum. Like if you walk through Manchester, take a time to look up. There are so many cool buildings everywhere. Seems like the entire city is covered in red today. Just no matter where you look, there is always something interesting to see in Manchester. We're almost at the museum, but I just want to have a little quick stop here over and just appreciate like the city design of Manchester. Look at this. There's literally hundreds of seats where you can sit down and take a little break. It's so unusual if you compare this to London. I was just walking by the store and had to take a look inside. It's called Utility. It has a huge collection of incredible art pieces that you can buy. Gift cards, stationery items. Look at those amazing prints. I'm gonna definitely come here again and get me a piece or two. It even has a stack of Manchester art pieces. North and Proud. I just saw this on the wall. It looked really cool. Really vibrant and colorful. Some more stationery items. Some really cool gift ideas. More cards. Candles. Stationaries. The weekly desk pinner looked really cool. As you can see, restaurants are not just limited to Chinatown. You find Asian cuisine all over the city. Welcome to Manchester. Okay, we finally arrived at Manchester Museum. It's a little bit early. I'm just gonna give you a quick tour of the museum. It's my first time here, so just come along. When we enter the museum, we walk straight through the gift shop, which I love. Don't tell anyone, but like museums, gift shops in the UK are just like on another level. Find like a lot of cool local artists here, or like a lot of children's books. They even have like an entire section just for Chinese New Year with really cool books and gift ideas, like Chinese astrology. Look at this. This is so cool. It's called Chinesey, and it shows you how the characters were originally developed. It started with some really simple characters. You can see this one is for a person. And here we have a tree, and then we have 2 trees and 3 trees, and they make a tree, woods, and forest. I think this is a really cool gift idea. Here's some more things you can see in the store. I could probably spend hours here. Look at this. This is chocolate, but what a cool packaging. And it's not too expensive either. Some earrings, more cookbooks, the Silk Roads, if you want to learn more about the Chinese zodiac signs. Lanterns. Some books about Manchester. Gift cards. Really cool wrapping paper. I really like those kind of children's art pieces that you can actually buy. The ocean alphabet. It just looks so cute. The dinosaur map. Here the prints that I just talked about. Tiger looks so cool. Here's a little map of the museum. This is where most of the activities will take part later. But first I'm gonna head up like 1 floor. I can't believe that I only heard about Manchester Museum just basically this week. It really reminds me of the Natural History Museum in London. This is the Wild exhibition. Mind you, all of this is free. It's entirely donation based. So in the wild section, you have a lot of different animals. And what they do, they take basically like the fur of the animal and then they stuff it. And add like some glass eyes inside. So that looks super realistic. Let's have a look around in the museum's cafe. The cakes look delicious. So this is the event we're going to attend tonight. But we still have time. Let's head over to the Egyptian section. Boy, that just looks incredible. We even have a Chinese culture gallery in the South Asia gallery. This looks so cool. This is really cool. This is the Milo deer. This actually died out in China. There were just a few Milo remaining in Europe, but they managed to successfully reintroduce them in the Chinese nature reserves. And today we have more than 9,000 Milos in China again. We have the Chinese traditional medicine section. This one is a model of acupuncture points on the human body. This is a little detour in the India section. Everything is so bright and colorful. This rickshaw looks just so cool. Now we're heading over to the archaeological department. These are a lot of things that have been found like locally, like in riverbeds or fields. We have ancient coins, pottery, Egyptian hieroglyphs, Egyptian pottery. We have some sarcophagus. I wonder if there are still bodies inside. Oh, this one is really interesting. It's a tigon. In case you're wondering, someone thought it was a good idea to just breed tigers and lion. There are two different types. You have tigon and liger. It all depends on whether or not you have like a tiger mother or lion mother. They look completely different. More stuffed animals. And then we have this magnificent skeleton hanging from the ceiling. I think the event is starting now. But first, let's get a nice, refreshing welcome drink.
This is Chinese money.
Yeah.
This that's a square, and to explain the universe, the Chinese obviously the sky was all around us, so they thought it was round. And this bit thought, well, all they could see it's a flat Earth in so that represents the Earth. So the sky feel. Excuse me, if you get too many comes in practically. So the Chinese invented the banknote. But the idea was where it came from currency. There was a prince, and he didn't have enough money to pay his army. So he said to them, when you go into the village, barter with the locals and exchange your swords and your knives. And that caught on. And then they went smaller and smaller until they came up with the coin. Okay, next we're going to head over to the painting lessons. We're going to draw some bamboo and some pandas. We'll definitely come here again, just for the museum itself. Now, the way you paint the traditional Chinese way is actually quite different. You hold the pencil straight, like you don't angle it. And then what you do is you have this brush, and the tip of the brush is very sharp. You can draw very fine lines, or if you press it down a little bit harder, then you're getting the wider part of the brush, so you can make broader strokes. Okay, let's see how good I can draw. Initially, the teacher was far away and I couldn't really see what she was drawing, so this looks a little bit weird. But then as she moved over to our table and explained the technique a little bit better, so did my paintings improve. What do you think? Did I do a good job? Let me know in the comments. I was a little bit too late. This one was a really cool opportunity where you could have gotten your Chinese name written by a professional artist. But unfortunately the queue was too long, and then I just had to head over to the next event, which is the performances. There is a Malaysian food tasting and I am in the queue, while there is a lion dance in the main hall. So today we're gonna try some laksa. This one contains a lot of different ingredients. We have some rice noodles. We have a curry, which is based out of coconut milk, a little bit of chili spices. Opted for the chicken, cucumber, onions, mint leaves. It was really delicious. Time to go home. Today was really amazing. The weather was great. We had a chance to explore Chinatown. I was able to buy a couple of supplies for Chinese New Year. This event, the Lunar celebration in the Manchester Museum, is just out of this world. Like the entire museum is like really, really cool, and I will definitely come here again. The regular exhibitions alone are like super cool. Had the opportunity to like experience some Chinese money firsthand. There were performances of different instruments. We had different food tastings, dance performances were really great, acrobats is really cool. I really love this. It seems to be like a regular thing, so I'm gonna definitely try to attend this next year. This is really, really cool. So I'm gonna head over to the train station, but before we do that, I'm gonna do a slight detour again. I just wanna show you how Chinatown looks at night, because it has a totally different vibe. I mean, just walking around at night at Manchester is just really cool. City center, we had like a little bit of fog over here, which gives everything like a really cool glow. I mean, it's not Hong Kong, but it's still really, really cool. There's a couple of illuminated trees. And here we are back at the arch. I really hope you enjoyed this video today. This is my first official vlog with me talking to camera and doing some voiceover. If you made it all the way to the end, then let me tell you a little bit about this channel. So this is my second video. It's the first one that I did in a vlog style. You're going to see really interesting content on my channel. For the first few videos, I want to dive a little bit deeper into the Chinese culture here in Liverpool and Manchester. So one of the next videos that you're going to see is me actually attending Chinese New Year celebration in Manchester. And I really want to show you like how this is celebrated here and how big of a deal this is here in Manchester. And yeah, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.